Worry in your mind, fear is how it starts. Unsure of what you'll find, it could tear you apart. You take a leap of chance, you break your mother's oath now. Macabre is the dance, and set free are the ghosts. Will the card save us here? Will it spell out our dooms? Only one thing is clear, we face fears and fortunes. Fears and fortunes, the cards don't ever lie. There's only 14 ghosts, but a million ways to die.
Hello, we are here and live with episode 5 of Fears and Fortune with a wonderful guest. OhHelloMere. It's perfect name for just to welcome you. You'll notice that they don't have a nameplate or a frame or anything. That will be fixed as our episode continues. Thank you so much for joining us. We are really excited to have you as a guest, and also announcing here first, they are also going to be a guest on our Phandelver campaign come Sunday, playing a different character, but they will be in the Phandelver campaign, and we're really excited for that because we're going to be down a player in that game too this week. It happens, scheduling conflicts and all. But yeah, we're really excited to get started. As always, our show today, as it is every time, is brought to you by the wonderful people at Forgotten Adventures. They make amazing battle maps, map assets, and tokens to make your D&D games better. So that's what we use here. All the tokens you'll see us use, all the maps that you'll see us play on are made by Forgotten Adventures. And we're actually on a really cool map of theirs today, or at least we will be eventually. I believe that's everything I want to announce. Oh, one last thing. If you feel so inclined to donate and help out our players, because they will be fighting a very dangerous fight today as they are going against a storm giant. If you would like to do that, all you need to do is make your donation and put hashtag the player's name, and that will add to these bars that are currently missing from the side of their names. Let me fix that. It'll increase these bars beside their names, which will allow them to get things like inspiration. It'll also allow them, if they fill up the bar, to unlock their ultimate. Every character, except for our guest, unfortunately, but every other character has ultimate art, so art of their character that we have never shown off before, and I'm holding on to them until they unlock their ultimate. So that's an incentive for them to try to get those ultimates unlocked and to save up for them, so that way they can do that. Ultimates, though, will allow them to fight and make things more challenging. Let me go ahead and refresh those bars now. There we go. Now you'll also notice I have a bar, and that's on this side of the screen here. That bar fills up when all of theirs has filled up once, or when one of them has filled up 5 times. When that happens, it allows me to make the entire campaign just a little bit harder, and to get a little bit more extreme with some of the challenges they face. So, it balances out. But yeah, that's everything. We can go ahead and get into our game here. So last time we played, you guys were investigating you were investigating. Give me one moment. I want to pull up the. That sounds about right. Can you guys hear that? Nope, you can't. The party can.
Oh.
Now chat can. There we go.
Vibe in chat. This is what we're gonna die to, chat. Let's go.
Yeah. Let me just make sure this is working.
TPK.
Some
Can we feel like
TTK
an
shenanigans.
evolution? X-Men evolution?
It does sound very Kahooty.
It does sound like
it's investigation music. Okay,
I've
there we
gone
go.
nothing gating.
We're here to crack the case
Wide
of the
open.
murder of
Hells yeah.
ourselves.
So, the last time we played, you guys had investigated the case of the cobbler who was clobbered, the clobbered cobbler. And what you found is that the cobbler wasn't so much clobbered as they were likely thrown from a far height and slammed into a roof and then hit the ground with a sudden jolt. And that's what killed them. But as you investigated that, you found signs leading you towards a massive island that's floating in the sky. An island that you were told was once the sort of meeting place of a storm giant and dwarves a long time ago. Since then, that giant has been gone for a very, very long time. But that is when Sly noticed that they have a tarot card in their deck that they're trying to capture once again, known as the Falling Titan, which did resemble a storm giant. With that, you told your friend Byron to go and get you griffins. You were very clear on that. He said, I don't know, we could teleport. And you were like, griffins. And he, oh, okay, all right, fine, griffins. And we will open up there. All right, so look, I got your griffins. I was able to pull some strings. We can get a couple of them. We just have to talk to the sort of Griffin Keeper, I guess is the name. Griffin Keeper. I don't know the terminology for this, but we have to talk to them and just play it cool, okay?
Right.
As if we could play it any other way. Sure.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Una, who is not here, tilts their head and says something about, like, why would we play it cool? Isn't room temperature fine? And
Yes, it's another figure of speech.
Soggy. We'll explain later.
yeah, classic. With that, they lead you in, and you are met with the, I guess, stable keeper? I literally don't know the name for this. I guess it would be, what would it be called? Like a Griffin Rancher?
Griffin
A
Wrangler.
Wrangler. There you go.
Griffin
Wrangler.
Wrangler. Griffin Wrangler.
The Griffin
You meet
stable
the
man.
Griffin
Well,
Wrangler.
there's cowboys and there's Griffin boys.
Let's make sure that's going. Okay. Chat, let me know if you can hear animal sounds vaguely. You should be able to.
The party cannot.
I almost started.
Okay. So you guys are brought in where you see you see Byron approach another dwarf clad in armor. Do you want to describe your character?
Yes. Before you stands a dwarf standing just about a little bit over 4 feet. And she is clad in armor. She's got hay and muck and stuff on her armor. She has tan skin and long black hair that's very elaborately braided. She has very angular features, but among those angular features, there's the roundness of her eyes as she's trying to do that thing where she's trying to get something from around one of the griffins without getting kicked or scratched or beaked to death. And so you can see that she had, stop taking my things.
Danica, hi. It's me, Byron. We I sent you a sending earlier.
Yeah, that was you. That was you. And she's looking back at the crew. Yeah, so that was you. You need some griffins?
Yeah. Do you think you could help?
I can. You know, it's still part-time, so I'm sure I can partially get you some griffins. Watch out for this one. This one's really ornery today, but Yes. How many are you needing?
I mean, a couple. Now, Danica, what I will say to you is this. It is very important that these griffins are in good care. The other thing is that while you have 6 griffins to lend out, should you wish to, the people who are riding them, whoever's piloting them, does need to know what they're doing. Otherwise, the griffin could be in danger. Not to mention whoever's riding them. So.
Yeah. No, she was thinking definitely on that part.
Of course.
So griffins, like, are we looking at a round trip? Where, like, you know?
We need to go to an island up in the sky.
I hope it's round trip.
Yep.
That would be best case scenario.
I wasn't sure if this was like going from one town, we're getting some griffins from somewhere else, or I'm so sorry. Byron, I don't think I heard you correctly.
Said an island up in the sky.
An island up in the sky, or the island up in the sky?
Yeah. No, maybe that sounds. Yeah. That's.
I mean, there's so many islands in the sky. How could you really pinpoint what one is the island or a island?
Metaphorically, spiritually.
My
Yeah.
question is,
The big
why
island
is
waiting for
someone
all of
needing
us.
to go to that island in the sky?
Yeah.
We don't go there.
Byron looks to all of you.
I look at Sly.
Sly turns and with a huge smile sticks her hand straight out and goes, "Hi, I'm Sly the Seer. I'm playing it cool."
Yeah.
Sly the Seer, playing it cool. Is that the whole title, like, as it goes? You say it every time?
I could.
Okay, great. And she shakes the hand very firmly.
Woo! Sly is, I think you guys are about the same height, but Sly is like clearly much more petite and weak physically. And she looks up at you, well, I guess kind of eye to eye, and goes, "So, we need to get to the sky for official Seer business, which is to say, ghost hunting?"
The look that Danica pins Byron with.
You know, maybe let's pick out those griffins first, huh? Byron pushes forward and opens up the courtyard where the griffins are kept. Look, it's a lot of pretty color griffins.
Byron.
What?
Byron.
Yeah.
You're sending them up there with griffins to go ghost hunting.
Well, you see, I was given very strict orders from the king not to share anything more than that. So, sorry.
Okay. She has a moment where she just kind of like rolls her neck, kind of like a boxer that is going to hit someone, and just has that look about her for a minute. And then heavy sighs. Have any of you ridden a griffin before?
Fable raises her hand.
Has Fable
there's one.
ridden a griffin before? Says the GM, not aware of this potential backstory.
Circus
I don't have
business.
to tell you anything.
Okay. I guess not.
The answer is technically to that question is, or literally, no, wait, I don't know. It's yes.
Sure.
I was
I'll
thinking
allow
like
it.
a merry-go-round at the carnival or something.
Technically speaking, I did a job one time for this one guy who's this rich guy. He was like trying to get his pet griffin from one town to another, so we had to escort him. And there was like one moment where some bandits attacked, and then we had to hop on his back.
Okay, Aaron, that's enough words.
That's probably,
Okay, so did you
Less is more.
that's right.
everyone's success? So at least 2 of you have successfully ridden a griffin?
Define
One
success.
time I had a dream and it was beautiful. The griffin had golden wings and rainbow sparkle eyes. And when we went into the sky together, I think we could communicate telepathically.
I'm so sorry. We are fresh out of Sparkle Griffin.
No, it was just a dream griffin. But I'm saying I have a confidence in me that I can't shake. That I think I was meant to ride a griffin.
You look at
I think-
Byron, and he just kind of.
Okay.
I'm going to like lean over towards Fable and whisper, "Admittedly, I've never even seen one of these beasts before.
Okay, then lie.
I'm oddly familiar, yes.
Okay, great. I'm glad. I just got into it a handful of years ago. Well, more than a handful, a couple, half century or so. But it's okay. All right. So if we're all skilled enough, are you needing an escort? Am I just sending you? Like, are you?
Would
Well, I
you?
mean, are you
would
capable?
you escort us?
I'm familiar with the island. Glares at Byron, looks back. Intimately. I spent a good amount of time up there doing some studies of my own. So, not ghostly.
You know,
And
maybe
you're
you could go with them, but if they're okay with that.
Hold on, them?
You're
Are
not
you supposed
coming?
to come with us?
I could, I suppose, maybe, but
Oh, good.
And the more the merrier. You
I
know?
can,
Please,
I
Hold
can
on.
teleport up there. It's fine. I don't.
Byron, are you scared of flying?
Why would you fly when you can teleport? It's much easier.
I
you know.
never
Come
expected
on.
somebody with such pyromancy to have such cold feet about this.
Well, let's see. You all claim to know how to fly, right? We should.
mean, I
Danica,
can't
don't you
fly.
think we should get them to, maybe practice a bit, make sure they got their air legs?
Yeah.
or,
It's
their
it's
wings?
very important to warm up, absolutely, because you don't want to get a cramp or something. So yeah, let's take them out and let's give it a go.
Aaren heads towards the black griffin.
Okay, you head towards the black one right here. This one is named Talladega. They go by Dega for short.
Howdy.
Oh my
Uh,
God,
George.
why do they have names, George?
George, don't you dare name them. I saw what you did to Fandelver.
He's done it to us.
First of all,
We have
first of
named
all,
horses.
first of all,
Griffin
I-
doesn't have names.
I
just don't
had
wanna know.
Fandelver name those horses. Okay. These were named by my wife.
You named our horses.
No, my wife named your horses. So
Exactly.
they're in good
An
they're in good
accomplice.
hands. So Aaren, the one you go towards is Talladega. They go by Dega for short. Anyone else want to try one?
I would like to, if I can. I don't know if this would be insight or just straight animal handling, but I want to see if there's one that seems particularly open to being approached. I want to do this as right and carefully as possible. But also playing it cool is not working for Sly. This is a dream come true. And if she does die up there, it'll probably be with a wide grin on her face if it's on a griffin. So she's trying to be cool, but it's not working.
Give me insight at disadvantage and then animal handling.
Hell yeah. I love a good disadvantage.
Anyone
I
else
really
want to
do.
pick one?
Which is not the ornery one. I want to pick anyone but that one.
The ornery one.
Okay.
She said one of them was ornery.
Oh yeah, we'll say that maybe unless you have something.
Probably the top right one, Clipper.
I don't want Clipper. No Clipper.
Clipper's probably ornery.
I'm gonna
What
go.
about that one right
I'm
there,
gonna
man?
go like a couple birds over because I don't want the one that's been agitated by Clipper. I don't want Clipper. I'm going over there.
You go to this one, which is called Woodhome.
Woody.
I got a dirty 20 at disadvantage for insight.
Okay.
Damn.
And then animal handling,
Uh-huh.
that is a 13.
13. You head over to this one. This one is called Peanut.
Aww.
George! If you take this from me, George.
Zoraius, do you have one that you want to try?
I think I'll go to Clipper because I like the idea of it.
Okay. Sounds good. And then that leaves 2 left for Danica to pick. That would either be Dusty or Buster.
Oh,
Could I roll something or like, could you tell me if I would know these guys well enough?
You know all of them. You're probably
Okay.
gonna be fine.
I'm probably gonna be fine. Great. Yeah. So I will take. What were the names again?
Dusty or Buster.
Let's go with Dusty.
Okay, Dusty's right here. Got it. With that said, as you guys all mount up, I would like everybody to go ahead and give me animal handling.
Oh no.
Yes, go ahead.
I would like to summon MaeLeFay to be on my shoulder and be like, look, all 3 of us, we can fly. As I pet him, and then I'm gonna use my telepathy, because it says the creature doesn't have to understand my language, or we don't have to speak the same language, but it can feel my thoughts as long as it understands some of common.
Okay.
Right? Let's just give it a feeling of like fly
Okay.
together, unity, and try to send good vibes.
I will say that you have advantage on your check.
Hell yeah.
So Aaren has advantage. Everybody else, please go ahead and give me animal handling.
Maybe I could have advantage too.
Oh, yes, you
Or-
have advantage as well.
Oh, okay, thank God.
I would
All
like
right,
to use
cool.
my lucky. Play.
I have to take a picture of this. They're both cocked on 4 and 11 on my screen.
Wow. Okay. Animal handling.
I gotta.
I saw it disappear.
Okay.
Okay, that's better. 18, no biggie.
Ow.
That's fine.
18.
18.
I'm gonna take 13.
Okay. Who are we missing? Okay.
Does it just roll in here?
As you guys all go up into the air, Danica, you're fine. You manage your griffin, and you and Dusty are able to kind of watch over what everyone else is doing. This is sort of routine for you. Everybody else, Fable, you managed fairly well on yours, Woodhome. Zoraius, you handle well on yours, Clipper. And Aaren, yours.
Somehow rolled double cocked dice on my screen and got double 5s.
Yeah, you.
Make it make sense.
You.
Something about it rubs me the wrong way. Seeing cocked digital die.
You soar up, and things are going fine, and then it starts to rain a little bit. And as it rains, Dega kind of like everything gets more challenging the moment it starts to rain. And Dega is like flapping and like sort of like erratic in the air. And when they come down to land, you see that there's a puddle, and they short stop just before they get to the puddle, and they like kick over around it, knocking you off the griffin. Give me, actually, we're trying to knock you off the griffin. Give me a strength saving throw.
Can I do an acrobatics?
It would be strength. I'm
Yeehaw,
sorry.
Aaren.
No way. It's cocked again on the 4 and 11. I'm not joking.
I only see it as a 4 on my screen.
I'm taking a picture of it and posting it. This has been the last 3 die rolls have been the exact same. Cocked between a 4 and 11. I'm not joking.
This is.
But yeah, it's 8 again.
Go ahead and give me your acrobatic save as well.
Yeah, do that.
Let's just see. If it's 4 and
If it's
11
4 and
again, you're just
11.
cursed. All right. 16. You are tossed off. Yeah. You are tossed off, and you. 1 second. You end up. 1 second. I need to roll. Here we go. You are tossed off. Normally, you would take more damage than this, but you only end up taking 6 bludgeoning damage. You do land, but like you sort of like feel your knee kind of bend really hard, and you sort of feel it. It's probably going to sting a little bit tomorrow. But yeah, not a great time on Talladega, who you now learn is afraid of water.
God.
Fun fact: your roles were perfect for that because I was told verbatim Talladega is afraid of water before we began. So Sly, Zoraius, and Fable, you all did well. The question when you guys all come down, because I didn't expect you guys all to do that well, by the way. The DC was 18, with the exception of Danica, because they have a lot of experience on these things. You guys have the choice of which ones you want to take. Byron does explain. Now, look, these are for, like, the defense of the city and everything, so we should probably only take, like, maybe 2.
Byron. That's the kind of information that you lead with.
Well, I mean, I didn't think they would all do that well on the Griffins, to be honest. So, I mean, you know. What? It's your first time, I thought.
You're wanting all of us to be on 2 Griffins.
Maybe 3? I just, you know, we can't leave the city without any Griffins. What if they all die up there?
You would have Buster.
I cover Peanut's ears.
The ear holes.
The ear.
I wasn't talking about the Griffins.
Byron. You're saying this is a task from the king right now, like.
Well, the task from the king, it's to monitor what they're doing. He's willing to give the new Seer a Griffin. I could probably swing 2. I just don't put it in a report, you know. But 3, suddenly it's like we're lending out our entire Griffin force to the Seer and her friends.
Byron, can I ask you a question?
Yes, Sly.
Ooh. Get him, girl.
You can teleport up, right?
Yes.
Can you bring anyone with you?
I can bring... I offered all of you to bring you up before. I can bring, like, 5 people.
No. I want to go on the Griffin. But you can bring someone with you?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So then if we do 2 and 2 on 2 Griffins, and you take someone with you to teleport, then we should be okay, and we won't make the king mad for no reason.
That sounds like a very good compromise. Thank you.
Diplomacy! Nailed it!
And that's and she like unconsciously kind of like taps the letter from Lucian in her jacket pocket when he told her to like make allies and like take a different path, and she's like, I'm doing it. And she'll hold on tighter to Peanut and look over oh my gosh, what is your name? I'm looking at this beautiful character art. I don't remember your name. What is your name?
I'm Danica.
Danica! Do you want to ride with me because you're an expert?
I certainly can.
Yes! Allies! Diplomacy!
Okay.
I don't like this.
Oh, I just got here, guys. Oh man.
Is that the sound of friendship?
That is the sound of friendship. That's what I was told. I was told every song here is a friendship song. That we're really happy, cool, chill, and it's just a cozy vibe.
How about this?
Zoraius is going to hop off of the Griffin and then kind of stick his head out around Peanut. Fable, do you mind if I ride with you?
No, I don't mind.
If you
Thank
need
you.
to.
Okay. So
Hopefully
you
I
get
keep
on
rolling
Woodhorn.
okay, because now there's 2 lives.
Is there one second. So Danica, who are you riding with, or are you?
I am riding with Sly.
Okay. Very good. Okay, and that leaves Una. You see Una staring up at the sky, and they are looking at the rain that's coming down. I think I'm going to stay.
Are you sure?
What's the matter, Soggy?
I feel like you'll need help with the weather.
And you can do that?
I think so.
I would like help with the weather, please.
From atop Peanut, I hold out my hand and I go, long distance cahoots.
Cahoots, they say, as they sort of do a hand gesture with you that they don't quite get right. That leaves Aaren. Are you teleporting?
Unless we ever find a way to stop the rain, I think I should probably go with the teleport.
Well, great. Yeah, you and me, I can show you how a teleportation circle works.
Hell yeah, that sounds like a ton of fun.
Yeah.
All right.
You all right?
Yeah, no, just busted my shin. That should be fine.
Okay. Real quick, before we move on, can we just give a shout out to Karis for the amazing art of our wonderful Danica? This was custom made for us in like 3 days.
Gareth.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was based on the amazing token design, of course, by Forgotten Adventures. But then from there, given a whole lot more life to show off all the details of the armor and the clothing and everything like that. Really cool.
I love the chainmail
Paris
detail.
never misses.
I love this so much.
So good.
The goat!
Yeah. Okay, so you guys have your griffins. Aaren, you go with Byron to teleport. Una's going to stay back and work on the weather. Do you guys have a plan of action for when you go up there?
Do you know us?
Yeah.
I think Danica
Unfortunately.
will probably ask. Because, like, okay, so going up to the island, something with a ghost. Is there a specific ghost you're looking for? Because I don't know if you know this, but you may come across, like a lot of things. A lot of folks have died up there.
Can you say more than that? Because now I'm concerned.
Well, I think that around that time they would probably start flying as
Yeah.
she's going to go into a bit of that story.
Okay, you guys soar up into the clouds.
Yeah, so it was a long time ago, but my family, the dwarves around here, we had an ally up there. We met this storm giant. He was wonderful. Jorman, he was amazing. He taught me and my father so much. The old Seer, when there were wars going on between men and elves and everything, Jorman helped us kind of stay out of it, to handle things on our own. And he was just so kind and taught us about how to deal with the things like the volcanoes and earthquakes and the terrible storms that we can have here from time to time. But after a while, you can see that she starts to like try to figure out how to get into the story from there, and catches an emotion, clears her throat. He went mad. We don't know what from. He was just the kindest of beings, so helpful to all of us, and then he just began to seclude himself up there on Arvindil. And she's looking up at the island that they're flying closer to. We went to Arseer, and we wanted to see how could we help. What can we do to, I don't know, help him?
I want to clarify, you went to the Seer.
The Seer. Yes, to the Seer. We went to the Seer, and they said that maybe we could do something to cheer him up. So we threw a party. We all went up there. We played music. We brought tables, chairs, casks of ale, and we just wanted to celebrate. Perhaps he had not felt honored for all the help he had given us, so we went to celebrate, and he didn't like it. And he lashed out at us. He said these small things were so beneath him. None of it mattered. My father was there. My father had tried to calm him, and tempers got raised. Took offense. Dwarves were a proud people, and my father was a proud man, and Jorman struck him down. He was so small. Everything turned to bloodshed that day. And our seer did the only thing that was sensible at the time. And took away Jorman's ability to fly. And in his rage and his carelessness, he stepped off the island and fell into the sea, where he died. I spent several years after that trying to figure out what happened. We don't know what took over him, what corrupted him, what made him turn so quickly. And so many of us dwarves want to believe. We want to choose to remember him as he was before all of that. So it's been a while since I've been up there, but that place holds a lot of memories. And so when I asked, what ghosts are you looking for? There might be a few that we'll come across.
Am I in your head? Is Sly in front of you on the griffin or behind you on the griffin?
I feel like Sly would probably be behind, and so she's doing like the talking over. Because
as
she was
as you say, we might run into a few. Sly's like, but she doesn't say anything until she can gather herself enough to be like, well, don't you worry. And she's like shouting over the wind as you're like flying up. We're really, really good at this, and I've only almost died once, maybe twice. So thank you for putting your life in my hands, the new Seer. I'm not gonna let you down. And her grip like tightens around you a little.
Danica glances over her shoulder back, because they're roughly the same height, back towards Sly, and is like, that would be great. I don't know too much of what seers can do. You guys you do a lot. And I am, more of the, and she kind of jangles her chainmail and heavy armor a bit. More of this kind of, that's my kind of action. So, I don't know. I hope you find what you're looking for up here.
And I think, who am I kidding, Danica? We're gonna find exactly what we're looking for up there. And I just really want to keep you safe, because you seem nice. And I'm gonna try and get some closure for your people.
Nice.
Good luck, Peanut. And she just kind of like reaches around. It's like she's like so scared that everything is about to crumble into nothing. So she's being very like, this is it. And being very gentle with everything around her.
Yeah, well, you're the Seer. That's what you're gonna do. So I'm happy to help in whatever way you can. And continues like urging the griffin a little further forward, shouts over to the others, how are y'all doing over there? Looking good. Sends a thumbs up.
Question, George.
Yeah.
Does our flight path put us over the ocean?
It would for a brief moment, not the completely ocean, but like where there's a spot where there's like a channel. You would be significantly over water, though, if that's what you're asking.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Why? What?
I
You don't trust me?
Fable, I think you're piloting, so I'm behind you. You may not notice unless you turn around to like actually make eye contact or like have a conversation. But Zoraius is focused on the water. And it takes for Danica to scream out from the other griffin, how are you guys doing? And then Zoraius, doing good, I think. Thank you.
Yeah, watch this. And I'm gonna stand up on the griffin.
You're gonna stand up on the griffin?
Yeah, I'm still holding the reins. I won't let go, but I wanna like I would on a horse at the circus, you know?
I'm going to try to support her on top of this.
No,
By,
please,
like-
it's fine. You look at the water.
Go ahead and give me an animal handling check.
Animal handling?
Yes.
God, I can roll.
Why are you shocked by this?
18 again! Boom!
Okay.
Incredible.
You want acrobatics?
Do acrobatics at advantage.
22 and 22. Not that great, but it's fine.
Danica, your reaction might be something along the lines of, how are you all doing? Oh my god! As you see
She's
Fable
just trying to show off.
do a backflip and sort of like get up onto a headstand. Yeah.
I look back at Zoraius and give him a thumbs up.
You are, one, fantastic. Two, please behave yourself.
Thank you.
I'm very nervous right now.
All right. I'll sit back down.
But that was very impressive. You've shocked me.
Good.
Your friend really
love
has some experience with griffins, huh? That's pretty cool. I had a guy who could do a backflip once. I knew a guy who could do that. That's not on griffin back, but okay. Wow. Wow.
Listen, I'm just gonna say she didn't hear you say anything about someone doing a backflip from the script. That
No,
was
yeah,
just
I think
a
she was
slide.
yelling that back to the fly
Okay.
as her reaction of trying to keep cool while watching this happen.
Oh, I'm gonna turn around to Zoraius. By the way, I have never ridden on a griffin before.
You are full of surprises.
Give me a wisdom saving throw, Zoraius.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Oh, God.
Don't fall into the water, please.
19.
19. Very good. You managed to keep your composure despite
You
being
know what
told
a show off is like.
how absolutely reckless and dangerous everything is right now.
Given my current position, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You guys soar through the air, and as you do, you come towards our island. Give me one moment. I just realized I need to go ahead and I need to copy over your griffin mounts because I didn't know which one you guys were gonna ride. One moment.
Oh, I should have opened a psychic link with Aaren before we flew, so he could tell me what he was seeing when he got there first. The teleportation.
Do you have a sending stone?
Oh yeah, we have a sending stone. Ah, love season 2.
Okay. Give me one moment. Okay. There we go. All right. So, I'll just go ahead and put you guys there. Where did we lose?
Daniel, did you
Fable?
say something?
Yeah, I said GM. I was trying to ask George something. But,
Oh, what's up?
Tony Starking it up. Oh, is it possible I could have a brief conversation with Byron?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I think before we teleport, once everyone is taken off into the air, he just kind of goes, "Hey, you mind if I scratch your brain for a second?"
Yeah. What's up?
Well, you know, you've been in a leadership position, right? You know,
Yeah.
you got to deal with like a squad and all that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It's just with the party, I feel like I pushed too hard today with one of them. You know, where you feel like some people need more of like a aggressive push than others, you know, to show the character, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't know how you handle that, you know?
Well, if you went too far?
It's a strong possibility.
In my experience, the ones who are good will understand why you're being hard on them. They'll understand the position of leadership. They'll understand the difficulties you face, and that you mean well. The ones who don't, well, they gotta learn, right? Eventually, if they're gonna be a leader, it's the only way for them to kind of understand how things work.
I know, everything we do is life or death or end of the world, it feels like. So it feels like that trust needs to be there, and I don't know if I'm doing the best at fostering it. It wasn't just me prior. I had Lucian to help with all this, so I don't know. I'm just trying to figure things out, I guess.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you'll figure it out. You know, you got a good head on your shoulders, so just, you know, if you got a specific issue, though, I'm not the best with people skills, first of all, so...
Yeah. No, I understand. But, I mean, in that regard, we're not the most persuasive people on the planet, but I guess it's good for us to communicate, to try to work on our people skills, I guess.
Yeah,
exactly. Wow, this was a lot faster than waiting on the Griffins.
Oh, yeah. You guys teleport very
That's a
quickly,
lot of time.
and you guys, I don't know why the camera is being silly. 1 second. I'm going to change how that works. You guys instantly appear up there as the teleport circle hums to life, and what the heck? There we go. Yeah, hums to life. You guys appear up there, and give me just one moment. I need to change one thing. Okay, there we go. Okay, all right. You guys appear up there, and as you do, all right, one moment. Why is it doing that? There we go. Here we are. You guys appear up there. As you do, where is everyone trying to go? So what you have right now is you see there's like these broken pieces of the island that sort of like float. The island floats in like a circular pattern around the city. And these pieces of it sort of follow it like a trail. And then you have up here where you see these large sort of like it's like a stone circle of columns, and almost like at one point this might have been used for like stargazing, sort of like Stonehenge. But that's what you see ahead of you, past these broken steps and things like that.
Can I attempt to... So I have my magical chain that's connected to my blade. Can I like whip it up and throw my sword at one of the columns that hang up in the air and see if it can hold my body weight?
Sure. Yeah. Go for it. Give me make an attack roll. 17. Yeah, you are able to dig your blade in. It could hold you. The question will be, how long could you hold on to the blade? But it does look like it's sturdy enough to hold your weight.
Gotcha. He'll keep that in mind for ziplining shenanigans.
Okay. Anything else you want to relay to Sly as you get up here and she sends a message to you asking you what it's like?
Can I do a perception check? See if I
Sure.
catch anything out of the ordinary. Oh, fiddlesticks. 4.
Yeah, there's just a lot of wind. You see there's these glowing crystals. You think they might have something to do with why this place is floating, possibly. But it's hard to say one way or the other.
I guess I'll wait until she gets closer into range, do a telekinetic link, and we'll just say, yeah, it's a lot of rocks, wind, some of the rocks glow, and it's really high up. Temperature is about a solid 54. Feels like 43 with the breeze. That's about it.
No ghost?
As far as I can see, no ghost. So
Okay.
at least landing right here is clear.
Okay, we'll see you in a minute.
Okay. You guys fly up and you see that debris trail leading up to this island. The rain is coming down hard, but you have a feeling it's not nearly as bad as it could be as Una's down on the surface working their magic to sort of shape the clouds. How would you guys like to proceed?
All right, Danger. Put me down there if you don't mind.
Oh, you're already ready to get off.
Yes, please.
Okay, I will land normally.
Okay, you land here. All right.
Oh, that's so cool watching the wings go back in.
Really
Yeah. I would like to give Woody some ear holes scratches, like scratches on my ear.
Sure. Give me an animal handling check.
Why are you doing this to me?
This is a good thing.
5.
5. Yeah, you piloted them well, but you don't quite form like a
He's like,
permanent
"Don't touch
bond with this creature.
Damn.
Yeah, you were
Not
close
yet.
though. Hey, you didn't fall off at any point, so that's good.
She'll just give him a little good boy head pats and dismount.
Okay. What about you, Sly and Danica?
I believe that Danica would navigate to getting right there at the entryway area. Yeah, just landing somewhere there since that's closer to the main area where all of the stuff went down.
As you do, you can see, and you've seen it before because you've been up here, you see some of the broken barrels and tables that were left here from that feast so long ago. Keep in mind, this was maybe 60 years ago. And you see that, but then you also see, since you landed closer than anyone else, you see there standing or sort of sitting at this throne almost, a large ghostly figure of a storm giant.
Ooh, Sly. I think we found your ghost.
Okay, I'm going to put up the hood of my my cloak, and I'm just gonna very slowly slide off the back and kind of hunch under the extended wing as we're kind of finally landing, to see if I can get just a second to examine these glowing crystals. I think they could be important. It's the only thing that seems like it's holding this place together or up or anything. And I want to know if I can get any information from that.
Sure. Give me an Arcana check.
Yikes, bro.
DM, can I also join this check?
Yeah.
That is a 10.
Natural 20.
Yay!
You feel something. Sly, you have no idea what to make of these. You feel like a tingle to them, so there is magic in them. As you touch them, Zoraius, you feel a rush of wind it's not literal rush of wind, but you feel this sensation of it, a sensation that was very familiar where you're from, in so much that this is like primal, the energies of the sky and the air itself. This is not primal as a bad thing, but primal as in like these are elemental. These are if you know the name of the wind, you can control it, that kind of thing. And you think that based on what you're seeing, it seems like storm giants have that kind of innate connection with some of the elements that they're able to do things like this.
I just kind of whisper to Fable. These are like natural air magic concentrations, almost.
You're familiar with magic?
A bit, yeah.
Can we use them?
GM, this is me guessing. I'm imagining we probably don't have that same connection that the storm giants have.
No. If you were to collect some of these, though, these crystals sort of act... What you imagine is that these crystals sort of act like the opposite of actual rocks, in that these are probably lighter than the air itself. And if you were... Basically, you were to put a bunch of these in a sack, that sack might lift up into the sky.
We could potentially use them in a few different ways. However, I believe they are holding up the rocks that they are currently embedded in.
Best not to tamper with them then, I suppose.
At least not now.
You could see some gears turning in her head. That might be good or that might be bad, but she means what she says though, for now.
Aaron's gonna Kratos zipline over to the left side right next to Danica. So he's just gonna launch it out and just launch himself over.
Cool.
Alright.
You see Byron sort of like hover, and even as he does, he sort of like hovers from stone to stone in case the spell should suddenly stop for some reason. And then he like hovers his way over. It's just like, yeah.
I give everyone the hush hush signal and like point in towards where the ghost is.
I open up a mental link. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead. That's important.
I was just going to open up a mental link with Sly real quick and say, all right, so do we know anything? Can we talk them down like we've done some of the other ones? Or just, well, technically one successfully, but...
I, in the fastest and very sly way, I give you the basic spark notes of Danica and like what she told me on our way up here. Went mad, beloved by the Dwarven people, jumped off the island once my grandmother took away his ability to like fly and be up here, and seems incredibly lonely and possibly insane. But that's like the gist. I give you the details, but that's the gist.
So should I stealthily be on the side and waiting in case something goes wrong, or should we all be up front for this conversation?
I think it could be helpful if this is as stealthy as possible.
Fair enough. So Aaren will start moving off to the left side behind the columns and start trying to work his way around the rock.
Give me a stealth check.
Oh my god, why today?
Oh, wait, can I assist in a way?
Yeah, how would you assist?
Well, because first, at some point, I would love to do a perception check, just to see if anything has changed from my memory here. And then that way, if there is anything that's like, hey, watch your step over there, to kind of help with the stealth check to maybe.
Yeah, you sort of see him moving, and you go over there. Go ahead and roll that stealth check again, Aaren.
I believe. 15.
You see them about to make a misstep, and you grab their shoulder to stop as one of the rocks that they probably thought were like sure-footed breaks out from under them. Aaren, you see this rock crumble and fall into the sky below. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Damn, you're strong.
Thanks. I work out.
16. Same here.
Oh.
As you look down, you feel like this like rush, and like you feel your pit of your stomach drop a bit. You take deep breaths and just realize how bad it would be if you guys fell from this thing.
Yeah.
But
All right.
otherwise, you don't suffer any ill effects as you continue to creep along. You said your roll was a 16?
15.
15. Got it. Give me one moment. Okay. Duly noted. With that, what about everybody else?
I would love to do a perception check on the area.
Oh, right.
I
go for it.
want to, and I get that with advantage because I have with me my shield that has various runes and such etched into them.
Yeah.
And it is my sentinel shield. So I'm gonna hopefully do pretty okay with this. Okay, so there's a 16.
You
Okay.
see... Yeah. You see that things have been disturbed a little bit. They have moved things around. You think they may have been up here for a couple of weeks, based on what you're seeing. You also notice in here, as you guys sort of like edge over this way, you are the first one to notice a civilian talking to the storm giant. They appear to be levitating 3 feet off the ground.
Who in the name of the gods is that? And she's like just kind of peeking around there and pokes Aaren to peek around the corner as well.
Picks up a little bit.
Is this a friend of yours?
He talks to you mentally. Mentally.
Oh,
Hey,
you're in.
sorry. Permission?
Granted? Okay.
Thank you. We have no clue who that is, but obviously, someone to be this high up in the air is probably not to be trusted.
We're
To have the
also this high
capabilities
up
to
in
get
the
up there.
air, but that's
Yeah,
fair.
You know what I
you
mean.
know?
We're here to do other stuff.
Okay, that's fine. So what are y'all trying to do with this ghost again?
We are trying to seal him away or speak to him in a way to where he won't be a danger to everyone down below.
Okay, well, I was convinced. I thought he was like last we saw him, he fell down into the ocean.
Let me tell you,
Kind of weird. He's back up here.
it's been a wild past season of months that have gone by. I don't know where to begin. It all started with a deck of cards.
Huh.
Anyways, tell them what you see.
Yeah, we should tell them. Like, I guess we got to walk back over there and tell. Or can we?
I'll stay put here.
She
Okay.
She doesn't.
She can do this too. Yeah.
Okay, cool. She's not familiar with it because she is not magic-y of any kind. She is just a friend hanging out here. She's like, "Hi, is this working? Can you hear me?"
I see you do this, and I go, "Oh no." Okay. Okay, let me choose. And I can only choose up to 3 people, so I'm gonna establish this link with Danica, with Fable, and with the civilian inside.
Okay. What?
Hey,
You are doing this.
there's a guy in
and
there.
I'm directing this only to you at this point. I'm like, okay, I'm in.
Who is that? Who is that?
Wait, There's a guy in there.
Someone
hear
help
that
me! God, is that you? Please help me!
Hi.
Oh my God!
No, don't say anything. Don't worry about it. It's okay. We're gonna help him.
Do you normally have people screaming in your head?
Sometimes. We're gonna fix it. Don't worry about it. And she's going to start creeping forward towards like
the entrance. She's keeping herself really low. Fable, are you saying something? You're in my
No,
head.
Good luck, Sly, and I give you bardic inspiration.
Thank you.
Fable or Zoraius,
and-
anything from you guys?
That's all I wanted to do. I guess I'm kind of holding this position. If they're around that side, I'll stay
Okay.
like behind this lion statue.
How about you, Zoraius?
Yeah, probably same.
Okay.
Actually,
Sly,
you know what?
We're doing the peek out with the like.
Let me go up to. Well, no, that path is crowded. Yeah, I'll stay here. Sorry.
okay. Sly, you creep forward. There's no way to really probably stealth. Are you okay with that?
Muted.
Oh, thanks. No, I really want to stealth really bad. Is there any way that I could? Like
you
if
could
I made
stealth
my way
around
over
the
where...
side.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I didn't know there were other entrances. I'll scout the perimeter until there's like a window or like a nook or cranny I can slip into.
Okay. You start creeping around the side, like looking over, and you hear this conversation happening with this giant and this man. Do you see it? How meaningless it all is. How small you are. And the man, yeah, no, yes, I see it. Whatever you say. And the giant flicks their wrist, and this man.
Oh no.
You now know what happened to the cobbler. Sly, do you cut off your psychic connection?
I don't think to.
God.
I don't think to.
No, we're in there too.
Fable, Danica, Sly, please make wisdom saving throws as you hear a man essentially go through the last thoughts he'll ever have as he goes flying out of the sky.
May I do mine at disadvantage with having a father who died in a remarkably similar way?
They didn't die so much in a similar way, but I would say, actually, I would give you advantage only because of your time flying. Like, you have a sureness about heights.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I was thinking in the sense of like how
you talked your way into advantage. That's crazy.
Well, thank
Yeah.
goodness. Okay, hold on. Well, okay, all right, yeah. Don't I have something? That's
See, you
rude.
touched Aaren, so the rolls ran.
Danica, despite your years of flying griffins, yes, those thoughts about what your dad might have gone through come to you as you hear all of this play out from this man. His last thoughts as wind rushes by, and he's in his mind clinging for anything. He is almost denying that it's happening. He is praying to whatever higher power will listen, and then suddenly, nothing. There's no static. There's no sound of an impact, just an abrupt cutoff where their thoughts stop transmitting to you. Sly, did you give me a stealth check earlier? You're muted again.
I'm really sorry. My cats are hungry, so I'm trying to keep the meows to a minimum.
Honestly, I'm fine with the meows.
Oh,
I
okay,
haven't
cool.
heard any of them yet.
They sound
I
like
prefer
screams,
meows, actually.
so-
Challenge accepted.
It's the wind.
You might hear my son scream in the background too, so it's only fair.
Yeah.
Love. Okay, I get all my stealth at advantage. Doesn't matter, they're the same. Oh wait, no, they're not. Yes, they are. I got 2 17s. But I'm gonna push it with the psionic die.
Okay.
1 second. Let me roll it.
You guys all, like Fable, you saw that happen, and then you sort of got the play-by-play of his thoughts. You, Fable and Sly, you both managed to maintain your composure as you sort of get this feeling of like, wow, okay, that's bad.
This is
That's
what we
not how
gotta
I'm
do.
gonna go though. With that, Aaren, Danica, Zoraius, Fable, anything you all want to do as Sly's getting closer?
I got a dirty 20 in total.
Got it.
As she's getting closer,
Oh wait, I didn't add the bardic inspiration.
I am
You
going
can
to
save it. You got 10 minutes.
Okay.
do my usual spell prep. So he's going to cast a jump on himself as he's kind of hanging over to the edge and just kind of moving a little bit closer.
Okay.
And then he'll put up his blade ward and start concentrating on that.
Okay. As you are doing that, you hear a voice. Who is it now? Who comes to waste the meaningless time I have left?
Is that voice pointed towards me, or is he just speaking out loud?
You can give me an insight check if you'd like.
I'd love to do
yeah.
an insight check too, if
I
possible.
love those.
Go for it.
Because I
That's
think-
my shit.
I think that Danica is kind of going from terrified to pissed pretty quick.
Aaren, you think, yeah, you've been
Oh,
made.
shit.
Okay. Can I send out MaeLeFay as if it was just the bird?
Sure. Sure. You send out MaeLeFay.
To try to do a distraction.
MaeLeFay goes flying this, like through like the center?
Yeah, he just heads like towards he just comes out from where exactly my position would be and would just walk across and fly around
As
in the
they
middle.
like walk a little bit, they leap up to fly. I need MaeLeFay to give me a deck saving throw.
Hey, don't worry about it. Let's see here. What does he get to those? +1, a whopping +1. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Because I'm gonna add +1
There you
to that.
go.
They're
My
very
owl rolls
quick.
better than me.
I believe they only have 1 hit point though, correct?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Regardless of how quick they are, the force of the impact. Why didn't it?
Lightning?
There we go. Why didn't we hear it? One moment.
Well, you can't hear lightning. It's actually thunder.
Yeah, and then
There we go. You guys hear that sudden crack of lightning hit, and MaeLeFay is gone, evaporated. They are just a familiar. I want to let everybody remind everybody. They're not.
Lightning.
They weren't a pet owl.
Wow.
Oh, that's great.
He's gonna be mad at me when I summon him back, though. He's
Oh,
gonna be
for
pissed
sure.
at me.
Furious.
Some ways to die.
Do I need to make another stealth check to see if that worked?
You sure go for it. Anyone else have anything they want to do?
That's a natural 20 for a 28.
You stealth, Danica. I need you to give me a stealth check as well.
Oh, I sure I have to do it at disadvantage because of what I'm wearing.
Oh.
Could I start stealthing towards Sly?
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been a natural 20 for the on the disadvantage.
Aw.
So yeah, so that's what I get, a 12.
12. Got it. Zoraius, give me your stealth check.
22.
Zoraius, you're good as you start stealthing towards Sly. I grow tired of this.
You know,
I need you to give me a strength saving throw, Danica.
cool. Cool.
Sly shit.
It's a 21.
21. You feel a pull, and for a moment, your feet lift off the ground. You grab onto the pillar and stop yourself from being lifted over this like barrier that's between you and the giant.
Whew.
I know you are there, little worm.
I think that once she gets back down, because we're still psychically linked, right?
Yes.
I think that there were a bunch of oh shit, and then like gets back down to the ground. It's like, okay, hey, hi, we're still okay. What's the plan?
I have to hit him with a card, and he has to not know what hit him.
Oh, do you need a distraction?
I can distract.
I
Please
think you have. You want
Start
okay,
with a distraction.
Yeah, okay, cool. I think Danica
Someone.
at that point might just leap up and over into there.
You leap
Jarman!
up and landing in front. That is a name I was called once.
I remember you, and I don't know if you remember me.
It hardly matters.
It matters to me. And she lifts up her shield, giving a distraction, kind of giving little glances in other areas.
Yeah.
But
I
it's
start moving forward. I want to start stealthing as soon as I hear them start conversing. I want to start climbing over to start creeping in behind him.
And she's speaking in giant as well,
Okay.
as this goes down. And there are runes carved in on the shield that's here. You taught me and my people this gift. You taught us so much. And I just want to know what happened. When did you grow so sad? And she's doing that, and as she's doing so, her hand is also kind of vaguely passing over one of the runes that is on her shield. Just kind of mentally preparing it.
Okay. I'll say that you're readying one of your runes. That's fine.
I am readying a rune. But yeah, and just like, do you not remember how you taught all of us like school children?
I helped the dwarf once, yes. But did it matter? Do the labors of an ant matter if you can't see them at all?
Do ants not help the soil so that it may grow fresh fruit?
What is the soil but the remains of dead stars?
Aren't we all just star stuff? And she's thinking back through like any of the little like parables. She's like, there once was a star that would twinkle, twinkle. It was very little. And she's just kind of
There
going
were many
into
like
this.
it.
Yes, and you see them well up here, right?
You say that? Sly, go ahead and give me your stealth check.
Okay.
Looking up, not down.
Good thing they're at advantage because I was a 2 on the die. Okay, I'm going to push it because I got a 19, but I'm going to push it just in case.
Oh, remember, you have Bardic Inspiration. You
Then
can
I
have
won't
a
push
D8
it. I
if you
will
want.
use that. Yeah, I'll use that instead.
You broke Foundry, Meadow.
It's
Yeah,
okay,
I
it's
died.
coming back.
Oh, okay.
No.
That's a 23 in total.
23. You
indeed.
creep behind as Danica's saying all of this. Danica says, what was the last thing you said?
That's
You,
a great
you
question.
see them well up here, right?
You see them well up here, right? She's
With
looking
that-
up to the sky.
The falling titan stands up abruptly and lifts their arm. I need you to give me another strength check. Strength saving throw.
Okay,
Come on.
it's an 18.
18. You are lifted up. You grab on to these vines that are under you. As you are lifted up about 6 feet into the air, You're holding onto these vines to not be lifted any further, but you can tell that they're trying to lift you high. And as you're lifted up 6 feet, taller than you are, you hear this giant yell, "Well, can you?"
Can I use a reaction?
Sure.
I would love to use my reaction with my stone rune. The giant needs to make a wisdom save of 14. Please roll though, if you don't mind. And if this, unless the save succeeds, the creature is charmed by you for 1 minute, and they have a speed of 0 incapacity. Shh,
George!
Wait! Why at advantage? That's at disadvantage, right?
No, that's advantage.
Why is that at advantage?
They have
Okay.
advantage on wisdom saves.
I would.
Only wisdom saves.
That's wild.
Could I respond, George?
Yeah.
I assume, Danica, do you make any noise when you're lifted?
Yeah, I think she's trying to talk, like, just a lot of, wait, hold on.
I see the head stand up to its full height over this little archway. I hear you saying multiple things in like a hurried tone. I'm going to Misty Step to the center.
You appear. Sly, what is it you're trying to do, by the way? Because Zoraius is making a gambit here. I need to know what you're about to try to do, so in case that cuts it off.
Oh, yeah, no. If he succeeded the wisdom saving throw, then yeah, no.
No,
just,
I'm
like,
saying Sly. Sly was sneaking up behind them.
Yes, trying to hit him with a card.
Do you want to make a go for it while Zoraius has their attention?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead. Give me a stealth check to try to make that attack. And Zoraius, what are you saying?
Friend, let's calm the emotions and talk this out together. Perhaps we can find a solution that benefits us all.
There is no solution to be had. And as they say this, Sly, you creep up, holding up the card, and you slap it onto their back. The DC they have to beat for this is 13.
It's 14 now.
It's
right?
14? Oh,
Yeah.
you're right. It's
You
14.
upped it. Yeah.
Big
yeah.
leagues. Come on now.
Okay, one moment.
Season 2.
But he has
please.
advantage
Season 2,
on them. So
Roll low.
That is a 21. You
Yeah.
hit the card, and the card, like, lights for a moment, and it feels like it's almost like this is too much. As the card, like, and then falls through, and you catch it in your hand. They turn at you. You who would mock me. And they swing their hand towards you, and that is where we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just 10 minutes as this fight kicks off, as the Falling Titan now knows that you're here, and is properly enraged. Don't
get
go
your
anywhere.
popcorn, chat.
We'll be right back.
Remember, you can donate to help us.
You can donate to help us.
please,
Good luck.
please.
Okay.
Bars.
Help.
We return, and we are ready for combat. Give me one moment. Okay. All right, we are ready for combat, and we start off initiative with none other than... Who starts? 1 second. Aaren, we start with you.
Hey, that's me. All right, how far away is this?
Let me update
this
the
son of a
music.
bitch.
He
not
is
very
right now
northern.
from you about 30 feet. I would say it's about 40 feet with difficult terrain.
Gotcha. Well, I have the jump spell, so I will jump 30 feet.
You leap up over the stone, surging forward. Where did he go? Why did he disappear?
Yeah.
Well, looks like he gave
He's
up.
a
Yeah,
bitch.
he
Yeah,
was
he
there.
is.
Just he fell off.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Sorry, it's given the same energy as. Oh, I
What do
guess
you
it's
mean,
free
Ghelfi?
since there's no. bonus.
There we go.
Can't you tell I hated it?
Yes, you leap up and rush towards them. Give me one moment. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna make some attacks. Just go on, see what happens. Would
Yeah,
my-
go for it. Roll to
Will my
attack.
first attack be an advantage from being in stealth? What a natural 20.
I will say yes. They have their back against you, so.
It's a good time.
Oh right.
That's a dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
See. It's gonna be 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay. 7 points.
And
Got it.
then I will replace one of my attacks with a breath weapon.
Okay.
So they need to make a DC 14 deck save.
All right. Let's see. That is a fail.
Awesome. So they're going to take 11 points of force damage.
Okay. As you fire off this breath attack, how much was that?
That was 11 points of force damage and 7 points of
Got it.
piercing damage.
Oh, I just damaged you. I'm sorry. One moment.
Whoa.
There we go. You're back. There we go. Okay, you hit them for 11 points of force damage as you fire this breath of arcane energy from your mouth. Okay, got it. And that brings us to next up in initiative. Yeah.
Oh, no, I still had more attacks.
Oh, what do you want to do?
I had 2 more. Yeah.
Oh, go for it.
That's a
Also,
natural
George,
20.
we can see the initiative tracker. I don't know if you want us to see that.
Yeah, I do. You're fine.
Oh, copy.
For 17 points of piercing damage.
17 points. Okay.
And then fourth attack.
Okay.
He has so many attacks he loses track.
That's
By the
a
way.
18 to hit.
18 to hit. That does hit.
Okay. That is 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, there we go. 9 points, and the other one was 17 points.
Yes.
Okay, got it. 9.
Then I'm gonna action surge.
Jesus. Okay, go for it.
That is a dirty 20 to hit
Yeah, that hits.
for 8 points of piercing damage.
Yep.
And then last attack.
Yep.
It's 13 to hit.
13 misses.
Okay.
You breathe energy as your blades are swirling against him, trying to cut through his legs and his Achilles heel. These would be moves that to an actual giant you're sure would topple them. But as your blades cut through, you see their legs just reform as they are made of like ghostly energy, which you could probably have predicted. But it does look like it brought some pain to them as they turn to you. And that brings us to Sly.
Okay, I'm gonna be really brave. And he turned away from me, which means technically I'm now flanking.
Yes,
Can I
you are
get the
flanking.
Sneak attack. And I have a little sneak attack. I'm going to. Aaren, you used your blades. Is that correct?
Yeah, I use my magic swords.
Okay, I'm gonna use my magic knives to match you, and I'm gonna try and get him with my psychic blades.
Go for it.
Okay. Yeehaw! That's an 18.
That hits.
Okay, I'll roll the sneak attack, which is not too good. That's 6 on sneak attack, and then the actual damage is another 7, so 13 total damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to bonus action disengage and head around to the other side, like back out and around the rim.
This way?
Far as my movement, yes, as far as my movement can get me over to where Aaren and Danica had been peering in earlier, in that direction.
You have a movement of 25 or 30?
30.
Okay. You can get to here.
Perfect. And I will stay there for now, and that'll be my turn.
All right. That brings us next up is Fable.
Okay, I'm gonna zoom in. I think about up next to where Zoraius is.
Okay.
How many feet is that? That should be within 40, right?
Zoraius, wait, we're 40? Yeah. 5, 10, 10, 15, 20, 25 gets you, 30 gets you there.
Okay. Well, I'm doing an attack that's cornicular in shape, so I'll be next to him so it doesn't hit him. And I'm gonna throw out my spray of cards. Try
Okay.
and slice them up.
Go for it.
That one is a dex save.
Dex save, got it. That is an 18.
Lucky.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you want to use the lucky feat?
Yeah, disadvantage.
Okay. That is a 10. I believe you have one more lucky left after that?
Yeah, are you keeping track?
I am.
I have one more.
Mm-hmm.
Then in that case, pretty good damage roll. That'll be 23 force damage, I believe it is. And he's
Yep.
Yeah, force damage, and he is blinded until his next turn. Or until the end of his next turn, sorry.
Okay, give me one moment. Let me just double check something. Okay, you blind him, and he, covers his eyes for a moment. Okay, that brings us to initiative count 20. I would like a dex saving throw from Aaren.
Hey, that's me.
The DC is 17.
Interesting. You see, the problem with that is that I rolled a 5 on the die, bringing that to a 10.
Okay. One moment. That is going to be 16 lightning damage to you as a bolt comes soaring out of the sky.
Can I counter?
It's not a spell. It's the weather.
Uno, what the heck?
It could be a lot worse. You could be facing hurricane force winds. That is that's like their lair action, basically. That brings us to Byron. Byron, who's back here. He will come out. Oh fuck. And he's going to, let's see. He will go ahead and cast
Byron, do some cool shit.
Let's see, 1 second. That's 3, 1, 5. 3. Okay, he is going to cast Magic Missile at 4th level. So that is going to that is a lot of ones. Holy shit! That's 3 ones out of 6. Okay.
Carrie, get up.
That's 11 plus. I believe that's 11 1 second. I gotta double check. Okay, I believe that's 11 plus 5, I think. So that's going to be 16. 16 points of damage blast into the ghost. That brings us next up to Danica.
All right. So Danica takes a moment, just kind of breathes, and then is like, I don't like it when you pick on people who are small, and is going to use her bonus action to cast Giant Smite. Or
Okay.
not cast, but it is her ability. She is now a size large.
Got it.
So she has gone from being a little dwarf to now, I don't know if looking him in the eyes, but is definitely like, I guess, dwarf size to him.
Yes.
As people size. Okay. So let me get that. I clicked away. So that also gives me advantage on strength checks and saving throws, and then one of my attacks with a weapon or an unarmed strike can deal extra damage on a hit. So it's time to start hitting. She is going to end up, instead of taking the hammer, she's going to have that and reach back, and she has a spear.
Oh, okay.
She is going to try to lunge forward and try to jab at him with the spear.
Go for it. So you can actually probably do so from reach, from like right here.
Yeah, I can do so with some reach. Yeah. Hey, look, I'm big now.
Aaron, you see like a giant spear fly past you.
Yeah, it's gonna be in
That is a
hand.
big
So
one.
it'll be it'll be in hand. It's not gonna get thrown.
No, I know. But it's just
yeah,
thrusting
yeah.
past
It's
him. Yeah.
That
misses.
That is.
Actually, no, that
miss?
would hit. Never mind. 15 hits.
All right, 15 hits. So for that one, I will roll for damage. And then I'm also gonna roll an extra d6 with that for the attack that goes with it.
Okay.
All right, so that's going to be
16.
16 on that first attack.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to be able to use my mastery with that, which is sap. If you hit a creature with a spear, that creature has disadvantage on its next attack roll before your next turn.
Okay, good to know.
He's got disadvantage. That was my first attack. And then I'm going to do it again for my extra attack. Oh, 15! Holy crap, that hits!
That hits, yep.
As determined before, as the prophecies have said. It's a 6! Hey, it's confidence like that. Alright, so that's a 6, and I don't get to add that that feature a second time. I think it's only on one of my attacks.
Okay, good to know.
Alright.
That hits as well. You don't feel like you're striking as hard as you see Aaren is, but your attacks are doing damage. With that, it gets to their turn. They are going to... they are blind, so they will have disadvantage on this. They're blinded till the end of this turn, correct? Or blinded
Yeah, the
till
end
your
of their
next turn?
No, the end of his turn, I believe.
Okay, got it. At the start of their turn, they heal 10 hit points. And then they will go ahead and make an attack with their spectral weapon at disadvantage. That is an 18 to hit you, Aaren.
I will activate the rune on my blade and cast shield.
Okay, you cast shield, blocking this as this blade... the ethereal energy, if you had an actual shield, it would pass through it, but your magical shield flares up, blocking it. As it does, they will go ahead and... they will go ahead and... they are going to make... I need a strength saving throw from you, Aaren. I know they're picking on you, but you did a lot of damage with your action surge.
I know, I'm a silly Billy. That's an 11 because these
11.
dice. Can you delete digital dice?
Give me one moment. I just need to see. Okay. You are thrown. One moment. I just need my ruler here. Yeah, we're going to say you are thrown in this direction 30 feet. You see Aaren fly up over the wall and is now soaring out into the open sky.
Yeah.
Then the next thing you see is a swirl of energy around the storm giant. As this energy comes up, there's like galing winds blowing around you, and you see the ghost sort of like dims a bit as they stand there. They are fully visible, but they're like more transparent than they were before. So you do see them. That is the end of their turn. That brings us to Zoraius.
Don't like that.
Oh, actually,
What
at
a
the end of their turn, they are going to say something. Give me one moment. This folly between us, everything you're doing, everything I'm doing, this is meaningless. As they sort of like slide into that like semi-transparent state. And Zoraius, your turn.
Fun. Okay. I think I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to fire 2 flail scorches at my mans.
Okay. Do you want to stay where you're standing?
Yeah, for now.
Okay.
16 to hit on the first one.
Natural
1 on the second one.
Yeah. You fire, and your first Eldritch Blast, you know it was on the money. You see it fly straight through them.
Oh. Oh.
That brings us
Ouchies.
to Aaren. You are flying through the sky.
Yeah. Aaren, he's starting to like somersault in the air.
Yeah.
And I think he probably will see like a very small floating rock and will push up against it and then activate his wings, his gem flight.
Okay.
And then go, all right, you fucking asshole. And then begins to whirl up his blade, and then we'll move in to where he's about 15 feet away, and we'll start slashing and just whipping his blade from 15 feet away or so.
You
He
fly
wants
up.
to be out of the range of that whirlwind.
You don't have to make rolls, because as you fly up, nothing. Nothing's making contact. Don't you see how little it matters? That brings us Sly.
Unfortunately, Sly is stubborn and not that smart. So Sly is going to... Am I at a portion of this outward rim where I can see in, or do I still have further to go?
You cannot see from here, but if you climb up, you could. Like, you could climb through these pillars, basically.
Okay, I'm going to actually keep going to the next set of pillars and then climb up.
Fine.
So not
Okay.
the ones right next to him, the ones a little further.
This one?
Yeah. Yes.
That would be your full movement to get there.
Perfect. Yeah, that's fine. And then I'm going to, again, with my psionic blades, I'll try again and see if that takes damage. And I'm going to do this with my bonus action. So I just want to see if it seems like it has impact if it's psychic damage.
You're saying your psionic blade?
Yes.
You send it out, hits nothing. You don't even feel anything there. In fact, actually, as your blade passes through, there's a moment you feel like a void, like almost pulling you in, but like psychically.
I then would like to... I'm going to spend a psionic die. I only have one left after I spend this one. To drop my psychic links and open one with him.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. And as I do, I will say, you want
someone to know how meaningless it is. Tell me why it's meaningless.
You want to know? Do you
I want to
really care?
understand.
Does it matter?
You might not believe it does.
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh, I'm not very persuasive. Oh, hot dog. That's a 21.
I will show you. Do you let them show you? You feel like a rush of wind move towards you.
Yes.
Okay. On their turn, they'll be able to show you.
Okay.
That brings us to... Now, again, no one else knows that. But that brings us to Fable.
I was thinking something.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Fable, go ahead.
I was thinking something along the similar lines. I don't know. I don't know if I can check for both of these at once or if I have to choose one or the other. But I'm basically trying to remember if anything in the story like rings a bell, or if like anything clicks to like figure out. Like he keeps talking about not having meaning, I guess, and like I'm trying to think of how we fix that because that's clearly the problem here. Alternatively, I've had a pretty rough life. I've been pretty down.
Give me insight.
I don't know. Maybe it's just a little empathy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
10.
You know, you've heard people who have gone through the things you've gone through, some of the other survivors. You've heard them fall into a sort of nihilism, but you have no idea what that's like. That has never been your problem.
No, I just distract myself.
So you're just like,
Everything's
why
fine.
doesn't this guy just get a hobby?
Oh God. Okay. That's what I'm thinking of. Can I do anything else? Let me. I'm gonna back up my girl a little bit. I'm gonna do a little support because I'm a little unsure what's going on here. I'm gonna send all my best wishes over to Sly and give her a little bit of bardic inspiration.
Do you want to move at all?
Yeah, I want to. I'm back away and I'm like, go Sly, and I just back away. Like yeah, that's fine. I don't want to be like all the way out, but just like so if he takes one single swing, it's starting to just hit us all.
It is a good thing you did that because Zoraius and Danica, I need you to give me deck saving throws.
Oh no.
Why not
Nice.
my strength ones, man?
Is this a spell just for?
It's not a spell.
Okay, just had to double check. Thank you. That's a
They
six.
changed to a spell this
Okay, hold on, wait. I have a circumstantial thing on mine. I think
Could-
it's from my
Could
shield.
perhaps be a spell this time?
Mayhaps. This man.
I have something where it says I think it gives me a +2 in addition on this.
Okay.
It's a
If you
different
think about
thing
it,
with
the
that.
forces of nature are very
So
magical.
there's that. That's 17.
17. Okay, that's good. As lightning strikes right next to both of you. Give me one moment. That's going to be... Zoraius, you take 14 lightning damage. And Danica, you take 7.
Cool. I think I have a thing with my shield master where if I would have taken damage, or like partial damage, I don't.
On a save? It's very possible.
Yeah, I'm double checking. I'm
All right,
scrolling.
you double
There's a lot
check.
of-
I'll trust you on it then.
Another question.
Yeah.
Would you? It doesn't look like it. Would you? I don't know. His mini's kind of big. Would you say I'm within 5 feet of him?
I would say you could be. Well,
Okay.
no, you're definitely 10 feet away.
You're-
You're like an extra 5 feet away.
Dang it. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
You're
If
just-
you're subjected to
If you were one closer, you would be. That brings us to Byron's turn. Byron will.
It's cool shit.
He is going to. What could he do? He's just thinking how he did not prepare for this. He is going to Misty Step forward. So he runs forward, and then he's going to Misty Step here, hoping to maybe tank an attack for you guys. And with that, he is going to also cast... I believe this is going to be +6. He reaches out and casts Chilled Touch. And as he does, the spell slips through and nothing happens. With that brings us to Danica.
Okay, and then also I didn't take damage from that because of Shield Master Evasion.
Great.
I popped it over there. Yay! Thank you for the dex save, I guess, on that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm big, and I'm taking a look at him. I've witnessed these spells and different contact things failing.
Yes.
On it, right? So, like, were those all magical, or was that any sort of, like, all of these were, like, magical type weapons?
You can give me an Arcana check.
I'd love... well, I'll do it. Ain't any good at it.
I love it.
Oh, well...
12. You're not sure. This could be some kind of, like, ghost ability. But you're not sure what the exact nature of it is.
Cool. Because she's not super smart, and she's thinking all these folks who have rocked up here are very magical, and she's not. Her idea is to try to grapple this ghost.
Yeah, you, like, rush forward and fall right through, hitting onto, like, the throne.
Okay. Hey, but the throne's stopping me from going back.
Yes.
I appreciate it. Cool. Great. So that was my action. And then my bonus action is gonna be, dang. Interesting. Well, I guess I can't shove him with my shield either. I'm just gonna go right through him. Can I? Because I think the action would have been to assess and everything. I don't. I think that's kind of a
Okay, no worries.
bust turn for me. That's okay.
That's okay. Zoraius, give me an Arcana check for you as well.
Will do. 19.
19.
Those two.
You see what's happening, and this is familiar because of where you're from. You believe they are entering into the ethereal plane. They're fully visible here, but they're technically not on this plane of existence right now.
Okay.
As you are figuring that out, you're like, okay, interesting. You do see them heal another 10 HP. And then you see them come out of that, and they fully light up again like they're here. When that happens, Sly, are you not resisting their telekinesis?
Correct.
You see that they are completely surrounded by your allies who have been putting in the work and are actively ready to start attacking more. In fact, I would assume that from the group of you, none of you have stopped attacking, really, in this, like, D&D idea that, you know, it's only 6 seconds has passed. You guys are, like, mid-swings. And you see them fully form again, knowing that they're gonna get hit. And they don't seem to care as they lift you up. You see Sly fly up into the air and just vanishes from the map. As Sly, you are hurled up hundreds of feet into the air. And you hear a voice yelling from below. Do you see it? Look!
I think, obviously, the first 2.5 seconds are just... but I think once I hear another voice in my head, I try to, like, I'm like, wind is everywhere, and I'm looking around, trying to find what he's trying to tell me.
As you're thrown up, you break through the cloud layer, and past that is just stars and the sky and the cosmos. with who Sly is, how do they look at this? What is it you're trying to... What skill are you relying on to glean from this? Now, understand, what you pick, it might not necessarily matter how good you are at it. It might matter what is the best way to understand this. So you pick what you think Sly would do. How is she looking at this?
I think we have come across quite a few ghosts at this point, and they've all had a different motivation, something that pushes them forward, something that consumes them. And I don't think Sly has come across a ghost yet whose entire being seems to be consumed by a nothingness. Like, it's hard to put into words. And so as Sly is pushed through the clouds and suddenly sees this expanse that she's probably never seen from this height, like this close, she's so used to feeling small that she wonders for a moment what it's like to be so big and not just feel so small, but to feel nothing and to be alone. How Sly has lived her whole life under this sky and has never known that there's been this space up here. Even if he wasn't a ghost the entire time and he was at the deck, this space, this place where he had gone mad, this place where he had lived a life, she tries to understand it from an insight perspective and tries to truly put herself in his shoes.
Go ahead and give me an insight.
That is a 15, and with my last psionic die,
Remember, you have Bardic Inspiration too.
Oh, I do?
Yeah.
And I'll use that.
I gave you one more.
I'm also gonna use my...
Ah!
I'm gonna push it
Inspiration
as hard
breaks
as I
it every
can.
time.
Does it really?
Okay. Alright, so 15 plus 7 is
That's how
20.
powerful the Seer is.
15 plus 7. Okay, one moment. You fly upwards. As you do, you stand there among the stars. And you weren't wrong about the insignificance. But as you get up there, they're not empty. They're not the void. They're not nothing or depressed. That was more like Lucian. That was more like the Weeping Widow. This person is staring at what you're glancing at is infinity and is feeling insignificant. And if they wanted friends, the dwarfs tried that. It wasn't loneliness. It was some feeling of worthlessness, of meaninglessness as you look up in the cosmos. But then it does hit you. Why would someone so massive and so powerful feel so meaningless? And that's the thought that occupies you as you come falling down. Back down below, you guys are surrounding this person. Zoraius, it would be your turn.
Yeah. I watch Sly fly up into the air. I just yell, Aaren!
On it.
I'm going to rush up into a 5-foot distance of the giant.
Yep.
And George, before I do this, it's important to ask, how do you handle casting spells as bonus actions and actions? Do you do the whole cantrip rule, or?
If you want to burn all your spells today, go for it.
Cool. I'm going to start by Misty stepping away.
Okay.
and using an ability that I like to call, and that Wizard of the Coast likes to call, Taunting Step. Please have them roll a, it's a Wisdom save, so they might be pretty good at that, but.
That is a 21.
Okay, yeah, they succeeded. I will mark that off. As I teleport away, I'm trying to taunt them, and I just go 30 feet back to the center circle right there, and I say...
To the center of the circle? Here?
Oh, yeah, right there. Yeah, just it was a quick up and then back. And as a taunt, I go, "You keep talking about how meaningless things are, and yet here you are, attempting to kill us, so you're clearly defending something, if not yourself, and two of us can play at this game. I'm going to cast Blink."
Okay. You cast Blink. Does that do anything this turn?
At the end of my turn, it does, and then I end my turn.
Okay. What would you like to do?
I have to roll a d6, and if it is a 4 through 6, I teleport to the ethereal plane.
Got it.
I do not teleport to the ethereal plane. I've vamped around and did nothing this turn. After you.
Very good. That brings us...
It was a good plan in theory.
That brings us to Aaren.
Okay, gotcha. Bonus action, he's going to heal using his second wind.
Got it.
But then as he's touching the ground, he still has the jump spell on himself. Jump 30 feet straight up into the air, pull out his chain, as in and make form like a grappling net, and it's just going to use his action to dash, and it's going to fly straight up into the air, Iron Giant style, just looking
trying
for
to catch Sly.
her. Yeah.
Okay, you fly up. Got that. Go ahead and do your healing. That brings us to Sly. As you're falling, is anything going through your mind? I need the max one.
I am ruminating as I'm falling back down. I'm ruminating lazily about what Danica told me about. Sorry, what is his name in life?
Joran.
What was it? Joran.
Joran?
What he was like and how he.
Jorman, I think.
Jorman. How he helped people and how he taught people. She's trying to figure out the crux and the heart of this ghost, so that she can convince it to get back in the card. But as for now, she's just thinking, contemplating, trying to put two and two together, and falling through the air.
You are caught by Aaren mid-air as you are falling.
Hey, kiddo.
Hi.
How's it going? You doing all
There
right?
are so many stars up there.
Oh, that's wonderful. Now, we have one ghost down here. You got any ideas yet?
Yeah.
All right.
He feels insignificant.
Okay.
You have to figure it out. It's different.
All right. We'll figure it out. But you're not alone, and maybe you can share that feeling with him too.
Okay.
Even we're fighting impossible odds, and we're still here, fighting an impossible fight. It doesn't have to mean nothing if we choose to give it some sort of meaning.
Okay, if we live, can I adopt Peanut?
We'll talk about it.
Yes!
As you guys go flying down. Fable, your turn.
Okay. I have just seen Sly thrown into the atmosphere. So I guess I'm going to keep attacking. Is he still
No, he looks fully visible.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. I should say no. I'll throw some cards at him again. I'll get in. I'll move forward a little bit, so I'm just hitting him with my cone of cards, and it'll be spray of cards. It'll be a dex save. I'm gonna try to blind him again.
Go for it. So he has to make a save, right? Dex?
Yeah, dex.
Got it. One moment. I believe that's a success, or is it 14?
Unless
Oh, you're doing your last
he's
lucky?
a little bit unlucky.
Okay. That's a 2. Yeah.
That's unlucky. Okay, in that case. Oh, great good rolls again. 22 force damage, and he's blinded until the end of his turn. And I would like to back. I would like
How much
to
damage
back
was that?
up. 22
22,
force
got it.
damage.
Got it. All right, you
And then
blind
I want to
him
back
yet
up
again.
a little bit. So I'm not wherever he saw me last.
Yeah, that brings us to. Yeah, you run back to where you were. Got it. That brings us to Byron. Byron's going to. What will he do? He is going to cast Cone of Cold. One moment. That is going to be... Okay. Yeah, got it. They have to make a con save, I believe. I'm just double checking. I think so. Let's see. Con save. That is a natural 20. So they are going to take less damage on this, but I think it's 8d8. I'm just going to roll with that, so don't slow down combat. That is 42 reduced first because he made a nat 20 save to 21, reduced again to 10 because they're resistant to cold, and Byron did not know that. That brings us to Danica.
Okay. Having seen him reform in front of her, she's going to call out of just like, if it doesn't matter, then why are you fighting? And try to tackle him from behind.
Go for it.
Yeah, she's going to try and grapple him. I think her goal is to try and get this giant on the ground, just wrestling him.
Okay.
Okay, so to grapple, he's got to do a strength or dex save. Right.
Okay.
Target must succeed a strength or dex saving throw, or it has the grappled condition. It was 8 plus your strength modifier plus your bonus. Okay. Yeah.
They rolled a 13.
Okay. Strength plus modifier. So I'm pretty sure it's a lot. So 8 plus strength is so 8 plus 5. I'm so bad at math. 8 plus 5 plus.
That's
3.
13. That's 16.
Yeah, 16. Cool.
Yeah. All right. You tackle him to the ground, pinning him. As you do, it's weird. Like you're holding onto them, but like your hands are also moving through them. It's like almost like your will is holding them. And as you do, you yell at them. What is it you yelled earlier?
And it's just like, if it doesn't matter, then why are we fighting?
Because as they're struggling against you, it's going to be their turn. I would like you to make a strength saving throw.
Think I get extra for that because I'm big.
I think so.
I think, yeah, a giant smite does a bunch of cool stuff. Okay. So I have advantage on strength saving throws. Do you want me to do those now, or do you want me to wait for his turn?
No. Do go make the strength save. It is his turn.
Okay.
You know, this party's got a daddy, but we don't have a muscle mommy.
Okay, 26 is my advantage strength save.
Nice.
She's
Wow.
so strong.
You feel him try to push you, and you resist. Give me that save again. You do have advantage.
Why do I have to do it again?
Because he's doing it twice.
Oh,
Mhm.
don't.
Mm-hmm.
15.
Okay.
Can I actually use... Okay, so that's a 16.
16.
If that doesn't pass, it's just a 16. Because I would like to ask, I have... And I just want to ask your ruling on it, because, you know, I love the cool stuff.
What is it?
Can I do tactical shift? Where I... No, not tactical shift. Where's the other one? It's... Sorry. New character sheet. I'm new here.
Tactical mind.
New character. It's the one where basically I think I can spend one of my
Tactical Mind will let you spend a second wind to add a D10 to the result of an ability check.
Okay, will you count? This count as ability check?
Would this count as an ability check? I don't think so. This is a saving throw. This is a saving throw. So I don't think so. Ability check is very specific. If it said ability check or saving throw, I would absolutely allow it.
Okay, I'm having to be honest with it, but okay.
They throw you up 60 feet as you fly off of them straight up into the sky. And you are passing by Aaren and Sly, who are flying down. You also break that cloud layer for a moment. Just for a moment, because Sly was thrown like way past it. You are like just past it. And you see the sky above you. How do you process what you see? Or do you even give it a second thought?
I think she's got advantage on insight, you think? I think that she looks up and sees that. I guess, is this region typically pretty cloudy?
Yeah, I mean, you are along the coast, so it's not every day that you would see a full sky like this.
Okay, I think that would probably startle her a little bit. I think she looks up. I think she sees the stars. I think for half a second, she kind of looks around in that I don't know what I'm doing, and that looks around and like almost like, are there other islands or something? Just kind of like, because when you're above the clouds like that, it looks like water in and of itself.
Give me a perception check.
I would love to. I get advantage on those. That's a 22.
You look around and you see no other objects in the sky, like islands or anything like that. And you look up and you see the glow of the moon. You see the stars. You feel like it would have been... You feel like it should be more impressive. You're almost disappointed at the sight from this high as you come drifting back down. With that, that brings us to Zoraius.
Yeah, I will. Is he still prone?
Or
was he ever prone? I'm sorry.
Actually, I forgot to hit someone with lightning. I'm just gonna real quick hit Byron with lightning.
Nope, sorry, too late. Too late.
No,
pass up.
Mr. Turn.
No, it's okay.
Wow.
I think it's fair. It you know.
You didn't let me have that ability check. If you'd let me have that ability check, I would let it happen.
Hold on, Byron has to make a deck save.
Bye bye.
That's a fail. Okay, one moment. 17. Okay, sorry, Zoraius, what were you saying?
Is the giant prone?
He is currently prone. Yes.
Alrighty. Then I'm going to run up on him and start flailing on him, literally. I'm going to do 2 swings with my flail.
You do. I'll give you. Yeah, you have advantage because yes, he's on the ground, but it's not gonna. They won't count as crits if you understand what I'm saying.
No, yeah, yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
No worries.
Because he technically can't be prone, but he is as close to the ground as he can get.
Alrighty, for the first swing, natural 20.
Nice.
And the second one, 14.
Natural 20 hits. Roll damage.
Alrighty. I'll do crit damage and then roll that. That is 17 points of blood dodging damage.
Okay.
And then, as a bonus action, I will do another Misty Step, and I need him to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
As I'm trying Taunting Step one last time.
21.
Yeah, it was worth a shot. All right, let's see if I go to the ethereal plane, shall we?
Yep.
No, I do not. Okay.
Okay. That
But I will
us...
use that Misty Step to put me... Yeah, actually, that's exactly where I wanted to go. Thank you.
Okay, that brings us to Aaren. You and Sly reappear out of the sky.
As I bring her down, I place her onto the ground. I stab my sword into the ground and wrap the chain around my wrist and kind of hold on to her. Open a mental link and I say, whatever happens, I got your back, all right? You can do this. And I'm just going to use my action to give her the help action.
Okay.
Or whether she's doing a saving throw or an ability check, if she just get thrown off, whatever happens.
What would you like to do, Sly?
Great. I am still mentally connected to the Titan, and I think what I say as I've landed next to. I mean, like Aaren has put me down, but I'm still holding his hand, and just to the Titan in his mind, I say, I think I get it. If that's everything up there, if that's all there is, then that's all there is.
Give me a persuasion check.
I'm not good at those. Oh wait, I have the help action. Ha ha ha! I love friends. Hey, that's pretty good. Last time I thought I wasn't good at persuasion, I got the exact same roll. That's a 21, and yeah, so the 21's the higher.
That's not them. There we go. They stop. And as you say this, you see their shoulders slump. There's supposed to be so much more. Aaren, there's something really important I need to ask you. When you caught Sly, did you do anything else while you were up there?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. You see them slump. There's supposed to be so much more. What does any of this matter?
I squeeze Aaron's hand. And I know that there's so much I could say. But I don't know if I could make him believe me. So I just say, as earnestly as I can, it matters.
Make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Will do. That's really bad. Oh, that's bad too. Yeah, that's a 7.
They start to sort of like, it almost seems like they're weeping, but you don't see any tears. The Seer was as blind as the rest. As blind as you are now, unable to see how small we are. If this is all we have, it's like a joke. Like everything you do to me, and they look at all of you. It doesn't matter. Why shouldn't I just let it all burn?
It matters because you say it matters. And that's all the reason you need. That's why I'm still here. That's why I'm still fighting. I've been known to pick fights that I can't really win, but that don't matter. What matters is that she matters to me, that they matter to me, no matter the odds.
Aaren, go ahead and make a persuasion check.
It's a
We're
9.
not good at persuading people, my father and I.
That might be enough for you. I was meant for so much more than this.
What were you meant for?
I was meant for the stars, for the cosmos. I served a god once, but do you hear them now? They yell, "Ah!" Nothing.
Friend, sometimes you end up in places you're not meant to be. And sometimes it's up to you to figure out what that means for yourself. But just because you're lost does not mean that all is.
Give me a persuasion check, Zoraius.
So now I'm next if you fail this one.
16.
What the fuck? Why are we rolling 10?
Dude, I don't know.
Dude, what the dude?
Fable, do you want to try to say something?
This is an
Yeah.
event.
If you have no god, then why not take a new one? She can put you somewhere where it doesn't hurt anymore. And I gestured to Sly.
Make a persuasion check.
Damn it, I've used all my luckies.
You did.
That was really good, though. Tell me that was better than a 7. Can I have advantage for how good my line was?
No. Danica,
I
you
might have
are
offended him, guys.
you are very high up in the air. Did you have any means of getting down safely?
Griffin,
I mean,
She's a
don't you have a
giant, though.
whistle? Oh yeah, you are a giant.
yeah.
Drop.
No, I was
Land on him.
when we were so when we were still in combat, I had the idea of landing on him, but
Well, I'll say this:
You
are
can,
falling from
we
the
are
sky.
not-
If
we're
you
not
would
doing
like,
great.
you can either land hard and then try to say something, or you could make an attack as you're falling.
I think I think that apart from the spear that was earlier, because that was just more of a reactive measure, she's been trying to like grapple him. I think she would land hard
Okay.
and then try to say something.
You were at least 60 feet up.
Yup. What's the
That'll
yeah.
be 29 bludgeoning damage.
So okay, I can take that.
You
Yeah.
and you see
superhero
everyone's been
landing.
like making these arguments.
Oh my god, was that your ankle?
It's fine. Yeah, it's a old sports injury. It's fine. And she's dusting herself off, like picking the bits of rubble off. I imagine that this happened somewhere in between one of the emotional things that was said.
Yes.
She takes like 2 or 3 more moments to get her bearings, hearing the other emotional things that are being said,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think she's going to lay down her weapon. Like, she's going to set that down. Put the shield back onto her back. And I think that she's like, you may not feel it, but what you've done for others, it does matter. And it continues to. But I understand what it's like to be tired. And to hurt.
Okay.
I don't want that for you. And can she reach in and try to give a hug? Because she's still pretty big.
Before you do that,
Uh-huh.
this is the party's collectively last chance to make a persuasion check. If
Inspiration.
this fails, something very bad happens. Please go ahead and make your persuasion check.
So everyone else
Wait,
is
what-
already gone?
What if my words were so inspiring that she gets bardic inspiration? They were good, George.
I'll let you have bardic inspiration, sure.
Okay. So I'll take a bardic.
No advantage
There's a
or
moment where
something.
she's like saying this, and like Fable from the side is like, yes. Like,
And she, yeah, so it's like I imagine it's the moment of like, puts the arms out, like, should I go in for the hug? The inspiration there. I would like to try and like stepping forward into that. So I'm going to take this bardic inspiration. Okay, let's do the roll first. And is this an advantage or anything?
it's just this flat roll.
Okay.
You have a D8 for the inspiration.
This, I'm going to do a
What's
D8.
your charisma
and I-
bonus or your persuasion bonus?
Oh no.
It's 0, but I can almost
gonna die.
guarantee. I can almost guarantee I'm going to use that tactical mind as well in order to every
Give a
time I
D10 to an ability check.
add a D10.
So you have a D8 and a D10 and a D20. You just have to roll the highest number on all of them, and maybe we don't die. You got this.
No pressure.
It's fine.
Whew, okay.
You got that thumbs up from Fable.
That's
And
an 8.
then
Great start.
Okay, next. Get the low one down now. Good.
wait.
Yep.
Oh, how do I-
Now the D10's gonna save us.
Now
yeah,
10 and eight.
yeah. Okay, sorry. Ooh, my anxiety's making me click the wrong things. We're good. It's fine.
Just breathe, or else you'll
It's
have
okay.
a lot
We'll
of fresh air.
we'll
very
probably
soon.
live. It's fine. It's fine. Either way.
So 11 plus an 8 is an 18.
A 19.
19.
A 19.
19. And then I could scroll through everything that I have to see if there's any sort of do I start a game with inspiration to
No.
roll the 20? Don't we always start?
No.
Isn't that, like,
No.
okay. Can I also
The DC, unless anyone has anything left.
I do. I just
You
didn't
guys
know
don't
if I
forget you
would
can
be
donate.
able
You guys
to
can-
help.
There-
What were
donate.
you going to try to do?
Well, I didn't know if I could, but I don't think I would like her walking up to a ghost. So I think I would just like your ankle, and I think just a quick touch guidance if I could. I don't know what the DC is, but I don't think
You're
it's low.
pretty far from her to do that.
Oh.
Where she landed,
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say just
Oh, I would have walked around in front of him in order to go in for the hug. Which
this is
in
really
front of
pushing it.
Sly.
So this is the only way I'm going to allow it. Sly, just roll a D20,
Okay.
and if it's above an 18, yes, you're able to get off guidance.
Sure.
I don't want to be
Meadows
too
guidance.
generous with you. That's on that one.
Son of wow.
Wow, that was a sign. Hey, guy,
I
you said
have
there's
lucky,
no
but
God.
I'm
That was
not
a sign from
using-
God.
I'm not using it. I have lucky. I'm not using it.
You say these moving words.
Come to mama.
No. No.
Friend.
No. Sometimes.
They place their hands firmly onto the stone floor.
Sometimes
Everyone get off now.
when someone
Griffith?
builds a sandcastle, sometimes you need to knock it down.
Aaren grabs Sly.
taught him what a
and begins to
sandcastle is?
Fly off.
And you see as energy starts to radiate from them, those crystals all around the island start shattering. What does everyone want to do? You have one thing you can try to do.
Can we dash? Is that
Everybody has an action. I'll start at the top. Sly.
I've been pulled away.
Yeah,
Aaron
I'm
grabbed me and
dashing
flew back.
with Sly.
Sly,
and flying.
before that happens, you have an action. What do you want to
Okay.
do?
Last card throw.
I don't. Yeah, I'll try and hit him with a card throw before it happens, and see if it works.
Okay.
That's all we got.
It's literally
The DC, we talked earlier, and you said the DC was 16 because of how many ghosts you caught. right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
That is a natural. Wait, hold on. That might be wrong. 1 second. That is a natural 1. I don't know if that nat 20 because I pressed something when I did it, so I'm not. Actually, I'm gonna just test it.
Please.
1 second.
I'm begging you not to use that nat 20.
That unfortunately would save, even if I don't count the nat 20.
And I'm
I-
pulled back and
I
flying
clicked
with
shift
Aaron.
when I did it, and I don't know if that. For a moment, I was like, I clicked shift, and I've never done that before in Foundry, and I was like, wait, is that like just an auto nat 20 button? Because that's not what I want. But I did it again, and it's not. Just so anyone, if you're wondering, there's not an auto nat 20 button apparently.
We're watching you, Johnny.
But so at 18, you try to hit them with the card, and there's like a sapping feeling as they sort of resist, and as you hear that cracking, what's everyone else doing? Aaren, you said you were taking Sly and you're dashing full away.
Yeah.
Okay, Zoraius.
Hail Mary, I'm going to put up my hand and I'm going to cast Calm Emotions. Please roll a Charisma saving throw.
Oh boy, what's the DC?
14.
14. They do not have advantage on this. It's a 22. You cast Calm Emotions, and then you have your basic movement of 30 feet. You run this way.
Yeah.
Fable.
When you said that we were crossing over a channel of water, is that still under us somewhere, or did we just pass that beforehand?
You guys are sort of near the edge of the coast, near an island, not far from
Also,
here.
thank you for the donation.
Hey, thank you for the donation. Who donated? What?
I don't know. I
Okay.
said 420. Oh,
Nice.
Um,
Okay. What are you asking?
wait, sorry, but like, is there water underneath us?
There is, yes.
Oh, okay. I don't think, because how far are the griffins? They're far.
The
They're,
griffins are.
ours is on that bottom
There's
left
one
island.
40 feet from you.
Oh. I don't want to take someone else's griffin. I'm gonna run towards the wherever I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna jump off of this thing.
You're gonna run and jump.
I think so.
5, 10, 15,
I won't
20.
wait to. I won't jump like before the thing falls, but I'll be like on the edge, like poised to jump. In
Okay,
case,
you're
like,
poised to jump
anything
here.
is- Yeah, I'm not
Um,
gonna just bye.
Got it.
But like my
Uh,
plan would be to land in the water.
Danica, anything from you?
No, I think she's now in. We've got to get off of this land, and it's just more ghosts that will be up here. Like, she doesn't want more death to happen on this island. So she's going to, whoever's not moving, she's still big. She can football someone if
You
they
grab Byron and bolt.
yeah, I've got Byron in a football hold. It's like, you want to do one of those teleportation circles?
Everybody flees, and as they do, Sly, you're like reaching out with the card, and Aaren grabs you, and as the card fizzles for a moment, and they clearly resist it, you look up and you see them like have like a smile that's not sinister, but like one that feels like a bittersweet satisfaction. And as that happens, you feel as they are pulled into the card as if they were okay with that happening. They are sucked into the card, and you guys fly away, rushing, Aaren rushing you out of there. As you guys rush, you guys can make it to your griffins. Someone can pick up Fable. There is enough time as these crystals all across the island are shattering. And give me one moment. I need to change the music.
All right, Zoraius, your turn to steer. Come pick me up.
What you guys see as the island breaks, these crystals break apart. Someone picks up Fable. Byron will. Byron's going to yell. Get me to the teleportation circle! Get me to the teleportation circle!
On it!
You throw him, Aaren. Where are you running to with Sly?
Where's her griffin?
Her griffin's right here.
Okay, well, I'll fly her to Peanut, and then I'll fly by myself.
Okay, are you flying down, or are you flying to the teleportation circle?
I guess I'll fly to the teleportation circle.
Okay,
As am I on Peanut.
Danica, you football toss Byron to Aaren. Aaren, you touch down onto the teleportation circle. He touches it, and you guys fly back to the ground. For the rest of you, you see as this island comes hurtling out of the sky as you fly away from it.
How many people are going to die?
Into the water, right?
Yes, the water.
Yeah.
That would be fine,
Okay, yeah.
except for the tidal wave.
We've got
What would
mages.
each of you like to do?
Where is Aaren right now?
Aaren, you suddenly are on the ground and you see this up in the sky.
Okay. Yeah, because I didn't know he was... Okay.
Byron's like, oh, thank God we got it. Oh, fuck.
Listen. Can you fly? Can you fly?
Yes, I suppose I can.
Okay, then you're coming with me. Come on.
Okay.
You
We have
grab
one
him and you're
shot.
flying?
Yeah, I'm going to fly towards the falling rock.
Okay.
And I open up a mental link with Byron and I say, listen, the crystal's on there. Do you think that from a distance, possibly we can manipulate them like with Featherfall? The same type of magic
I
that we
think
would
he
use
already
to-
did. I think he broke him. I think this is just
gotta be
falling. This is just rock
Is there-
now.
Is there anything we can do?
I have fireball.
Let's try to blow this shit up.
Okay.
As Aaren begins to fly alongside him.
Okay. One moment. You're flying alongside him, Aaren. What are you going to do?
He's got oil in a tinderbox. He's going to wrap it around his bow and arrow and is going to fly towards and see if that explodes something. That's
Okay.
all he's got.
Give me one moment.
Unless he can do something to help spend spell slots
You
that
have-
I have remaining to help amplify his fireball.
Sure.
Can we do
Yeah.
like a tag team fireball?
How much spell do you have?
I have 2 first level spell slots left that
Okay.
I could pour into whatever he does.
Okay.
Can I help with that from above?
What would you
if I
guys like
see
to
them
do?
from-
You all have something you can do as you are watching this happen.
Yeah. I sent you a message if you could look at that really quickly. I'm sorry.
Yep. 1 second. I will do that as soon as I can. Got it.
No worries.
Okay. Yes. Yes, you can.
Okay. I imagine as the island began to fall, I was the first back to the griffin, and I swoop and grab Fable And at this point, I am trying my hardest to pilot the Griffin within a reasonable distance of the falling rock. And I look back at Fable. Danger, I'm sorry for what you're about to hear. Oh, Fathoms, I ask upon you, if you ever requested my success, if you ever wanted this path, you will step up now. And I will give you whatever it is you ask on top of what we've already agreed upon. Not these people, not another town.
You make this plea. Give me a persuasion check at advantage.
23.
23. Okay. You guys watch. Aaren, you're flying up with Byron, getting ready for a spell. What's Fable? Fable, are you doing anything, or are you just sort of helpless in this situation?
If Zoraius is kind of like doing this chant, I'm gonna like reach around his waist to like grab the reins or whatever we're using to like try and help like keep things steady or steer or whatever, just whatever way I can help. I don't have anything else I can do, so
Okay.
that's it.
Danica, anything
That's
from
all
you?
I got.
No. I can't hit it with a warhammer, and I don't have any runes for this one. So I think that she's aiming to get, because she is gathering the last of the griffins within it. Who else was on the griffin? Three went down the.
Yeah, Zoraius and Fable. They're already on a griffin and they're flying down.
All right, but we had 3 of them with us.
You had 2 with you.
2 with.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
you
I'm
had
on
1. Yeah, and they had 1.
Yeah.
You're good.
Okay, yes. So we're on a griffin. We're
Anything
get
from
out
you,
of it.
Sly?
Yeah, I was on a griffin. I was on Peanut trying to get down. If I see that Aaren and Byron are preparing fire-like spells, I would also like to take out the Charred Prince, I think.
Okay.
Is that right? And I want to cast Burning Hands to add more to that. I just want to amplify what they're doing, so add 3d6 of fire damage to whatever they're doing.
Okay. What you see first, as you guys are preparing these spells, the rock, as it's coming out of the sky, ice starts to form on it. Ice starts covering one side, and the ice is breaking off, but it's forming even faster. And the ice, it looks like, Sly, you and Danica get a good look at it. It looks like sharp spikes almost piercing this thing in various spots. And then you see water sort of like very coordinated, like an orchestra, water flowing over this thing into those spikes and around them, and like the whole island starts to break into pieces, and most of it shatters off the back, and you just see a ton of small pieces all start burning up in the air. But one piece is still heading towards the town. It won't kill everyone, but it could be devastating unless it receives 50 damage. With that said, Aaren, you are adding 2 spell slots. Byron has at most, his highest level spell slot is 4th level. What are you doing? What'd you say?
Can I also add onto it? I think the way that he adds onto the fireball is not only the spell slots, can he also use his breath weapon as well and just hand on his hand as they're casting fireball and then breathe.
You'll have to get really close for that, and that's going to be really dangerous. So we're going to have to see if that's going to be necessary.
He'll save. Okay, then he'll save the breath weapon for if it's still not enough. Then he'll risk.
Fireball is 8d6, correct?
6d6 at 3rd level.
6d6?
Or no, 8d6.
It's
No,
8d6. Yeah. So Byron adds another spell slot to that, so it makes it 9d6. You added 2, that is 11d6. Sly, you're adding 1.
3d6.
Oh, you're adding 3 because it's 3rd level. That's right.
No,
It's just burning hands.
Oh, it's just burning hands. You're right. Okay. So that's
I could throw a
14d6.
javelin at it.
Sly, I want you to give me a charisma saving throw as you're doing this.
Sure. Wow. That is a 15.
15. You're channeling this, and as you do, you see the fire that's rushing from you and the fire rushing from Aaren. It all hits this thing. That is 51 points of damage.
Yes!
Just one over as the fire scorches around it with the heat that it's already going through as it flies through the air. The fire you're adding helps it just hit that peak of combustion where it just poof, it breaks into pieces. And for a moment, Sly, you feel this rush of excitement of the burning carnage that could rain down on the city. But you quickly put it away as you focus your spell, and the rest of the pieces burn up harmlessly in the air. And you guys have saved the day.
Whew.
You guys come landing out of the sky. You are victorious.
Real quick before that, if you don't
Yeah.
mind, I'm sorry. I want to level out the Griffin with Fable and kind of turn around.
Give me one moment. I need to change the music before you keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, did anything happen? Anything else there?
Go for it.
Fable. I need to request something of you.
You can try. What?
For the time being, please do not speak of that chant.
Will you tell me what it meant sometime?
You have my word that yes, I will tell you what it means at some point.
Soon. And she'll hold up her pinky.
I believe you all call it cahoots.
So they say. Pinky promise.
Thank you. Thank you. And I reach up and grab her hand with my other hand and just push it up against my forehead. Thank you so much.
Alright, it's not that big a favor. We've all got our things.
I need to sit. Could you drive? Pilot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I
Yeehaw.
switch.
With that,
Musical chairs.
you guys all come out of the sky victorious. Down below, there are cheers of excitement from people as they see two lone griffins and a wizard and a dragonborn, oddly mismatched, sort of flying back as quickly as he can. He's like, oh, we might not have enough time. And
I know my wings are flying up.
how long do your wings last?
A minute.
And do you have only one charge of that?
Yeah.
So that's gone.
Oh yeah.
You guys are flying back, and he's like, we might not have enough. And there's a moment where you guys run out of flying magic and just hit into a bunch of tents in the market, trash through a bunch of stuff. You guys are gonna be sore the next day. But as you guys are laying there broken and in pain, the sounds of people cheer. There are people who are scared, but there are other people who are just cheering as they saw this thing hurtling at them, and then they saw people do something about it. And that is where we will pick up next week with our next game. You guys did it. You saved the day. You might have some more questions than you did when we started, but
we didn't die.
You didn't die, and you didn't
You're
let the
alive.
whole city fall apart, even though you guys all failed charisma rolls in a row.
That was foul. That was
think your
Foul.
DC was
The
too high.
The dice had a story to say.
The DC adjusted based it on your arguments. Some of you had
Fair.
easier ones and rolled
They
real
were
bad.
all too high.
Some of you had,
Listen,
yeah.
we just wanted a more dramatic finish. It's fine.
That's really what it was.
Now no one would have known that we were the heroes if we hadn't done it that way. Now they all know. So it's fine.
Just well,
I land standing on the griffin.
Mir, how was that for your first time with us?
That was
Thanks for playing with us.
terrifying. I had a great time.
That was terrifying. I had a great time.
I was like, wow, I will make a character and just throw them into the sea. So no, that was a lot of fun. That was incredible.
Yeah,
my
thank
God.
you. Really excited.
Thanks for having me.
You're gonna be here Sunday for our Fandelver game.
Yeah.
Very excited for that. And we might end up seeing you back here again in Fears and Fortunes. Time will tell. I will let you know if openings come up. But thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for those who donated, and thank you all for your support. If you like this show, show your support for it by going to our Discord and letting us know, or you can comment on the YouTube videos or anywhere else.
Or you can draw fan art.
You could draw fan art.
Thank
Some
you.
people draw fan art. Or leave a comment. Tell people about the show. We really appreciate it. And of course, give your love to Forgotten Adventures, who makes all of this possible with their amazing support and their amazing tokens and battle maps. How about that battle map we are on today, huh? Like,
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
we didn't even
Hated it.
the fight was so centered here that we didn't even get to check this out.
The floating stairs are so cool.
These fall off. And so had you guys been using
good
those,
thing we didn't use those.
they would have fallen off, and we could have had some interactive terrain. But hey, that's okay. We did get to use the teleport sigil. That was cool. Got to use these really cool tokens, including this Storm Giant. Did you know they didn't make a Storm Giant ghost specially for us or anything? But Forgotten Adventures, over time, they make spirit tokens of virtually all of their tokens. So we have spirit versions of pretty much everything, which is
Not
so
us
cool.
though, right?
Yeah, not us though, right?
Anyway,
Right?
next time, we'll be here next week, Wednesday, for the next episode
Cool.
of Fears and Fortunes. And of
Insight.
course, join us on Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern, or I believe it's 3 p.m. GMT, where we'll be playing our next game of Defenders of Fandelver. The party there has ventured deep into the lair of the Red Brand, what are they called? Red Brand Ruffians.
22
Red
insight.
Brand Ruffians.
George is
and
lying to us.
They almost died last time. So,
It's so bad.
yeah, it looked real bad. But then the paladin was able to control a zombie or a skeleton. That's a good sign, right? If your paladin's able to control a skeleton.
What's the worst that can happen?
It just
Yeah.
signs
Yeah.
of a resourceful player.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. Check us out then, and see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
We did it.
Do we have credits tonight? Stay tuned.
Fear is how it starts. Unsure what you'll find. It could tear you apart. You take a leap of chance. You break your mother's oath now. Macabre is the dance. And set free all the ghosts. Will a card save us here? Will it spell out our dooms? Only one thing is clear. We face fears and fortunes. Fears and fortunes, the cards don't ever lie. There's only 14 ghosts, but a million ways to die.